What's up, guys? My name is Charlie. This is my first YouTube video, and what I wanted to do originally was some awesome gaming review. Unfortunately, the only system I have right now is Nintendo DS, but I've been enjoying a lot of the RPGs that are coming out for it recently. What I wanted to review first was Final Fantasy IV Heroes of Light. This game is hard as fuck, actually. It is really kind of misleading because it's kind of cutesy, like storybook type graphics. Nice little plain story, um, but when you get down into it, it gave me a lot of trouble, and I got some experience with some RPGs in the past. Slightly boring as far as the story goes. Not too much meaning with the characters. There's not very much character development. Basically, leveling your characters doesn't really matter in this game. It more has to do with the type of weapons and armor are equipped, the elements, because the bosses themselves are really sensitive to specific types of elements. Just like any other Final Fantasy game, except this one, it's really not necessary to level up your characters at all if you don't want to, if you have the right amount of weapons and the right upgraded armor. Okay. You start out in a little town, and, I gotta say, it's basically the same scenario every time you go to. You gotta go into the dungeon part of the town, walk through a horribly long maze, and eventually get to the boss, which there are tons. And the bosses themselves are pretty unique, actually. I did enjoy the boss structure, but the fighting style is kind of random. You get to choose every action per character, but you don't really know where that action is going. You don't get to choose a specific enemy to target. Basically, if you're choosing an attack from your character line on the left side, it's going to attack the enemy on the right side overall. Some of the other magical elements will either attack all or the front or specifically the back, depending on what they are exactly. Upgrading weapons and armor, you get jewels for fighting, as well as money, and then you put these jewels in like the little pieces of armor, and it upgrades them, adding new abilities to weapons, but new strength to armor. It also raises the price, if you wanted to sell it later on in the future. Okay, this game is very similar to, any other Final Fantasy. It's kind of on a lighter side. It doesn't really have too much of a dark story. Everything's cutesy. You get to turn yourself into an animal. Eventually, you get to call a dragon. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, only because I did enjoy kind of the artistic-y little storybook pop-up art, but it gave me a lot of trouble. It's a hard game. I don't understand how anybody can beat it without help, without a walkthrough. I mean, just the bosses and their elements, the way they're designed, is just ridiculous. I didn't even make it to the end of this game. I got to the very last little cave I was supposed to get to fight all the enemies all at once, and I just said, nope, not gonna happen. So this has been my video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Try it out for yourself, to each his own, and I guess I will see